We all know nowadays having a live element to what we do in our business is absolutely critical to make sure that we connect with our audience. We're there, we're present, we can answer in the moment, and we can engage with students and future students. And as a pro user or premium user of Zenler, you get absolutely all of the tools you require to be able to make this happen for your business. So let's talk about what that looks like. So within Zenler, we have our dashboard. This is where we start off, and we head over to the live area. Now, as a pro and premium member of Zenler, you get access to use an enterprise level Zoom account. Now, this means that if you are paying monthly for your own Zoom account, you might want to consider getting rid of that. You don't need that anymore because we can do so much with the one that's included in your pro membership. So let's look at what you can do. When we go to the live area, we get our calendar come up, and this shows all of our events. So whether it's a one-to-one booking, a live class, a live webinar, a live interactive webinar, a live session, or like these are previously run sessions. And we can filter these out just by clicking. If I was to click on this one here, it will get rid of it. We can choose when we set up our live events whether this is viewable by all of our members or whether it's hidden, so only people that we send the link to can find our events. So we get that choice. This also means we can integrate any of our events. People can add them into their Google Calendar so they get all of the reminders that are necessary as they go through. But what are the events that we can have within a live session within Zenler and the platform that it offers? Well, we can have one-to-one bookings. So this is really great if you have small groups or you've got a one-on-one situation where specifically you don't want someone to necessarily register for your event. You just want to give them a link and they can just come along and join you on that session. We've got a live class, so a live class can be streamed directly into your course area. We've got live webinars, which are traditional types of webinars, again using the enterprise level Zoom. You can run those, lock all of those down and give people as much or as little access as you want, but by default it's run as a traditional webinar. Live interactive webinars where it's set up so people can interact with you, maybe come on camera, definitely have Q&A sessions and chat and all of those things going on there. And then we have live streams. So if you want to stream live into a Facebook group or in fact pretty much anywhere, but most people use a Facebook group or Facebook or YouTube, then that's where you can do that there. And the last one, there's two more just to mention in the live area that we use. We can now live stream into a community. So if you go over into communities, you can, using the same Zoom account within your Pro Premium membership, you can go live in your community or communities. So, and that's really, really great. So let's have a look at specifically the one-to-one bookings. This is the most used one because it's the most versatile one. So if we look at this one that we've run here and we've already set up, you can see we give it a topic, we can give it a time. We can also do reoccurring sessions. So if we want to run it, we want to run the same day, same time every week for 6 weeks, we can set it up so it does a reoccurring one and it will use the same URL for people to come along and join. Now here's where it becomes different. So this is the registration URL, so this means this is where they will put their email address and their name in so they can come along and join you. Or you can send them a direct join link. So this means that they don't need to register at all to come and join you on this session. Very, very fast, very effective. This could be used for one-to-one coaching clients and things like that, where they've already signed up to a membership or whatever it is you're doing, and you don't want them to go through the hassle of having to register again. We can, even though it says one-to-one, have maximum registrants of 300 on a pro account. We use the Zenler Zoom and we can set our duration up, and that can go into extended sessions as well. The great thing about the lives with using the Zenler account is if you set it for an hour, you can start it 15 minutes before you can go live, and then 15 minutes after that time it will automatically shut down. So after 1 hour and 15 minutes of running your live session, it will automatically shut down. So you need to remember that when you book your timings in for this, to keep on time, keep an eye on it and make sure that you leave plenty of time. You've got all options to extend that. If you think it's going to run on for an hour and a half, set it up for 2 hours. That gives you 2¼ hours. So lots of great options there. Now, with all things that we have here, when we book and set up any of these live areas, excluding the live stream, it comes with pages pre-built. You'll get familiar with these as you use the Zenler platform. So a registration page if they need it, or they'll go past that if they don't need to. A checkout page, a thank you page, a waiting page, and a replay page if appropriate. We can also charge for our events. So our live events, we can use the pricing tab here, and we can decide what plans we want to add in. Let's just go on to this. So as you can see here, we can set a price in multiple different currencies. We can give it a name. We can add bullet points, and we can set an availability on. So it could be we restrict it by date, for example, however you want to do that. So we can add pricing and pay for our events. So it might be a paid webinar, it might be a paid training session, it might be a paid one-to-one session that you offer. We also have automation. So when someone's registered for your event, and this counts for all of these, so live webinars as well, we can set an automation up. So once people come in, we can do a booking registration email, we can do reminder emails, we can do replay follow-up emails, we can do next step emails, and this is specific to the event that you are running and setting up. You can have a look at registered users here, so you can see who has registered for your event, and make sure that so if somebody says, I'm not sure if I've registered or not, you can always go and check there just to make sure that they're there. And of course, assuming that you set the cloud recording to be on, you don't have to do it in the meeting when it starts. You can auto set it so it does an automatic cloud recording. And this is where you will see the files that this has produced for you. As you can see here, we've got a link here, or we can download, and we can download the files there, and they will stay there for some time. So it's very versatile, it's very thorough, but it's very user-friendly. And this is a fantastic and very well used part of the Zenler platform, and is available only to Pro and Premium accounts. Another reason to maybe look at upgrading your account to the next level, to use the tools that Zenler provides that will also save you on other tools. Webinar tools can be quite expensive. Zoom subscriptions may only be 10, 15 bucks a month, but that can go. So you can get rid of that and just use the one that's included in your Pro membership.